Oh yes. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back. This is Confessions of an Everyday Cook and I am Morgan, your delightful host. Today we're going to be making coconut shrimp tacos. Why? Because they're delicious. I'm going to be showing you how to cook your shrimp as well as some nice little tidbits on the side for your tacos. So let's go ahead and get started. So first we're going to start off with the sides of our shrimp tacos. So I'm going to be making a light coleslaw as well as a mango salsa to go inside them. So let's start with our coleslaw. I'm going to take an onion and I'm going to cut it very, very finely. We're gonna get these really small, that way they add some flavor to the coleslaw without overpowering it with the raw oniony taste. So since I'm not making a lot of coleslaw, I'm only gonna use about a tablespoon or two. Now the coleslaw, I just have some angel hair shredded coleslaw. Obviously you can just buy cabbage and, you know, cut it yourself, but let's be honest, I'm lazy. Okay, about a cup of that. We're going to sprinkle in a tablespoon of sugar, 1 teaspoon of vinegar. I'm using white vinegar, but you can also use apple cider, whatever you want to do, I don't know. 1 teaspoon of lime juice, a 1/4 cup of mayo, and then just a tiny bit of sriracha, just a little bit to add a nice kick to it. Give this a good stir. Now you can add more mayo if you would like. However, I like my coleslaw not to be as wet. I like it a little bit on the drier side. Now we're gonna add some salt, a pinch of coarse black pepper, garlic, more garlic. Yep, that's good. All right, next we're gonna work on our mango salsa. Let's go ahead and start off with the star mango. I got it, y'all see that? So here we have the mango here where the stem is. That's where you wanna start your cut. Just cut on both sides of the seed. And then what we're going to do is we're gonna take a cup and we're gonna hold the mango onto the side to help get the skin off. There you go. And then you can get a little bit more off the seed if you would like. You just kind of curve around it. This way it's just a lot easier. You don't have to worry about like cutting it in your hand because y'all know me. I don't want to get my knife anywhere near my hand. Okay, and we're gonna get this into nice little chunks. About a tablespoon of the onions that I minced earlier. We're gonna add some avocado cubes. As always, be really careful with avocados. They are kind of tricky. And you wanna make sure that they're not gonna roll around and then you're gonna end up cutting yourself. I've said it once, I've said it a million times. People will try to get you to use the butt of your knife to get that seed out. Please don't do that. I've definitely cut my hand doing that before. Just pull the flesh away from the pit, and then you can either grip it and pull it out, or just use a spoon. Pops right out. You want to get an avocado that is slightly on the firmer side, because you don't want this to end up being like guacamole. You want to have the full nice cube of avocado in there. I'm only going to use half an avocado just because I'm not making very much, and ultimately we want the mangoes to be the star. We're going to add half of a jalapeno. Now if you want some extra heat, you can leave the seeds in. However, I just want the jalapeno taste, not necessarily all of the heat. So I am going to de-seed it. I'm going to just do that really easy with a spoon. Now we're going to add some cilantro. We have some fresh stuff here. Oh, I love cilantro. All right, I'm just gonna take a little bit off the top and get this really minced up. I'm Okay, in the end, I probably have about a tablespoon of the chopped cilantro. We're gonna add about a half of a tablespoon of lime juice. Salt in here. A quarter teaspoon of cumin. Some onion powder, probably about 1/8 of a teaspoon. A pinch of our coarse black pepper. And then a dash of chili powder. I have a tablespoon of sugar. All right, let's get this good mix. Under normal circumstances, I would suggest putting a tomato in this, just like a small little Roma tomato, not very much. However, my husband doesn't eat tomatoes, so we're gonna omit that here. All right, let's give this a try. Perfect. It's sweet, but you got heat in there. That is really good. Okay, my mango salsa and my coleslaw are ready to go. I'm just gonna go stick those in the fridge, and I'm gonna show you how to do our coconut shrimp. So now we're gonna do our shrimp. Before we actually batter it and everything, I want to show you how to butterfly your shrimp. So what it does is it creates more surface area on the shrimp. That way you're getting more coconut, more crunch, and it also helps the shrimp lay flat in the taco. When you get shrimp at the store, commonly it is already deveined. So right up here at the top, where the vein usually is, we're just gonna take a small paring knife and make a shallow cut along that vein area there. And we're gonna use it as our guide. And you don't wanna cut all the way through the shrimp. You just wanna get enough that it's gonna lay open. One day, I'll be a beautiful butterfly, and everything will be better. If you could name that movie, I will be thoroughly impressed. I can't really reward you with anything, but I'll be impressed. When these are done, go ahead and lay them on some paper towels. That way they can dry off a little bit. You want to get a lot of that excess moisture off of it. Now we're going to make our breading and our batter. We're going to do a simple egg wash, and then we are going to bread it in breadcrumbs, coconut, and a little bit of flour. All right, 3 eggs, a little bit of milk, just a dash. We're gonna add some salt and some pepper. Now I know I've mentioned this before, but for anyone that is new here, it's really important to season every step of the cooking process. That way you're building layers of flavor throughout the dish. All right, that's it for the egg wash. Okay, I have a 1/4 cup of flour. We're gonna be using some Panko breadcrumbs. I like using these because they don't add a lot of flavor, just crunch, which is what we want. 3/4 cup of your breadcrumbs, and then a cup of sweetened coconut flakes. We're also gonna add a little bit of salt. Give it a good stir. And that is it for our batter. I'm gonna dip the shrimp into the egg wash before putting it in the coconut mixture, making sure to really press on the shrimp. That way the coconut really adheres to it. I'm gonna heat up my oil to 350 degrees. Let's go do it. Okay, so our oil is heated up to 350. So what we're going to do, we have our shrimp here that has been on a paper towel to get off the residual moisture. We're going to put it in our egg wash that we made. Drain that off a bit. And then we're gonna put it in our coconut mixture. You wanna make sure that you are coating this very well and that you are pressing the coconut into it to help adhere it better. Get it all nice and covered, like that. And we're just gonna place it in our basket. We're only gonna do a few at a time, that way we're not going to overcrowd the oil. It's very important to pat off the excess moisture that is on the shrimp before putting it in the egg wash, because otherwise it's not going to stick very well. You really need the egg wash on there so the coconut will adhere properly. All right, we're gonna lower these in. These are only gonna go for a few minutes. Shrimp cooks relatively quickly. You're just looking for it to get nice golden brown. I have here a little skimmer I'm gonna use to flip the shrimp in the oil. That way I'm making sure that both sides are getting equally browned. I got a lovely bunch of coconuts. Okay, perfect. You see how wonderfully golden brown they are? Oh yes. And we're gonna put them on a paper towel lined plate. Okay, let's go ahead and assemble our taco. I have some flour tortillas here, just nice and small. We're gonna take a little bit of our coleslaw, put it on the tortilla here. And take some of our beautiful coconut shrimp. I'm gonna add some mango salsa on top. Yummy. All right, let's try it. This is hitting the spot. That's actually perfect. You're getting sweet from the coconut. You're getting a little bit of heat from the coleslaw as well as the salsa. Yum. We've done it again, guys. This is awesome. Great job. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining me. As always, make sure you are liking and subscribing. If you have a recipe that you would like to see, make sure you are commenting to let me know. Also, go check out my Instagram page at Confessions of an Everyday Cook. We'll see you next time. Bye!